I got it. I was muting it. I didn't want to get busted talking about things. Yes. So I hope you can hear me now. I love the pictures. I'm learning to look at the chat, learning to look at you. Today promises to be a great show. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. My name is Sincerely George, and this is your XRP Community Update. Today, I will be talking to what I deem to be a community rock star. I have him live and in person in my studio, which doubles as a home. But yeah, I invited him into my home, and I'm thankful that you guys are letting me know that the sound is on. I just want to make sure that I have a couple people in here before we start talking to him so we don't miss the juicy parts. So let's talk about my morning. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet, but in all honesty, my day started with just that, like, oh, is he up already moment. Because Lionel had crashed the market, okay? He put out a tweet with a video, and this is the gift. This gift right here is the first thing I saw this morning. I crashed the market! I crashed the market! And I'm like, oh goodness, I need coffee. But, you know, and after I realized I need coffee, let's transition over to, nope, not there. You know, after I realized that Lionel was saying that he crashed the market, I was like, how are my holdings? What's going on with my XRP token? Just because you crashed BTC, he crashed BTC, right? But as we all know, BTC goes down, everything else goes down. So the last time I checked, and let me check right now, yeah, it's still sort of in a free fall. It had this massive drop. I don't know who didn't drug this child last night or this morning, but my heart seriously goes out to Lionel's mom, because I'm sure when he had an interesting thought Saturday morning, he was in there telling her about it first thing, right? No way I can go on with my day without telling you, mom, 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 mom. So that was this child, and this is the first meme I saw this morning, and all I could think was, oh, drugs for kids. Mom's blessing. So anyways, I do want to point to another tweet that Lionel posted. Like this is about a meeting. I'm sort of stalling right now, but I thought this was a great tweet. He shared it with me. This, I have to get close, is a document that he shared, but this screen that I'm showing right now is not really the most important. It's more this one here, where it talks about the different people that have been contributing. Let's see, I gotta get close. List of firms we have engaged with is what it says at the very top. And there's a lot of really good organizations on here, specifically Ripple, R3, and Swift. So I know that yesterday Twitter was all abuzz because one person was tweeting out things about Swift updating, sending out their 2020 document. I'm not going to go into that here. That's not what we're talking about. But yeah, Lionel posts a lot of great stuff. If nothing else, he makes you laugh. He makes me laugh because he's constantly calling for the crash of Bitcoin. And I just don't see how it's possible. I keep telling him that, but he wakes me up in the morning with that. So I just want to do one more quick readout. We have had a massive call out about a donation. Currently, the XRP tip bot for XRP for charity is sitting at 2,057. Nonetheless, Bob Moneybags wanted to send a quick shout out. I want to give a special thanks to Connor's XRP, who reached out to me and wanted to help out with my biking challenge for XRP Tree. He has donated 750 XRP and said he will send 250 more tomorrow. So that'll push the funds, the XRP that we've raised, up a lot more, which is awesome. I can't thank you enough, and everyone else that was so willing to help. This is awesome. I'm really impressed with what we've been able to do as we're trying to raise XRP for the XRP Tree project. For anybody who isn't aware, who hasn't been listening to me all week, it's important for you to know the XRP Tree project is working to make the XRP, the XRP technology carbon neutral, which is really awesome. You know, we talk so much about how mineable assets are ruining the environment. So it's great to see this project out there. But we're not going to sit and talk about that. You know, I do want to draw attention to the fact that we did exceed our goal. We will, I think Bob is trying to hide the fact that we're going to have him biking in a tutu, but let's move on. So I think we have a good amount of people here. I've been rambling on for about 7 or 8 minutes. So let me get going. So again, for those who are just joining, my name is Sincerely George. I don't know if you hear this young man over here humming and hawing, just waiting to get on screen, but I am honored and privileged to have Crypto Sifu is his name on Twitter, but Sifu Crypto is his handle. People confusing me. Between him and the HODL review, I am confused, okay? But, you know, everybody's keeping it alive and special on Twitter. And, you know, I am honored and privileged to have, I don't know what to call it. We'll ask him in a second. I don't know what he wants to be called. He's got his names all backwards. But yeah, I'm really honored to have him live and in person in the studio today. So without further ado, let's get to the who's here, and then we will get rid of, I don't know how to do that. That thing. No, that thing. We'll get rid of that thing. Yeah, just point at you. All right, so good morning. I want to, what's up with being the first person to chat? Dude, you don't count. Danny, you are the first person in the stream today. Gaming Crypto XRP, thank you so much for your help with me tagging the wrong person. It was his fault. We also have Lionel, the guy who woke me up this morning with Kermit the Frog, Dan Ski, and who else? Bubba Shipes, great to have you here this morning. And G, awesome to have you here. And XRP Carolina. I know that Crypto XRP, XRP Angel Connie and XRP Boo Boo would be here as well if they could, but yes, I am so happy for everybody who joined. And yeah, I know we'll get into it. So without further ado, let me get rid of my window over here. Let's see if I can do this right. I wanted everybody to see him at the same time, so that's why I hid him. It's not because I wanted to be the only one out here.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Shush. All right, let's transition this. There he is, looking better than the pictures he posts. Our own Crypto Sifu. So just to get started, what the heck should we call you? Like
Jim.
That's too easy. But that makes it really hard when I go to tweet to you, because
call me Crypto Sifu, but
okay, Crypto Sifu.
Twitter handle is at Sifu Crypto.
It's backwards. All right, awesome.
For trolls.
Yeah, that's why. No, really, tell us, who are you hiding from?
Trolls. I stay out from under their bridges, and I want them to leave me alone.
Okay, awesome. So tell me about your day-to-day, responsibilities in the XRP community. Like, what do you take on as being your job?
Making people laugh.
All right.
You know, I try to.
The camera's there. Don't look over there and don't look there. I just want you to look the best. So
yes,
just
Mom.
Look there. Look there.
No, I mean, I try to make people laugh. I share information as it comes available, but mostly I just like to see people laughing. All right.
Yeah, he was trying to make me laugh this morning as I'm trying to get this whole thing going.
Really lame dad jokes. The lamer the better, apparently, because
he does have some good dad jokes. Why don't you give us one?
The honeymooner salad?
Sure, yeah.
My dad used to like to order a honeymooner salad. Let us alone.
Let us alone. Yes, dad joke. All right. So, you have a really interesting job because you are, if you want to leave, because this is all about him, I want to better understand this beautiful conversation stopper over here. But, from what I understand, you have a really interesting job. You get to travel, all day, most days, and you are all over the United States. So what is your favorite thing to take pictures of?
Everything outside the truck.
Okay.
Animals, trees, the ocean. And anymore, I mostly run the Western 11 states. But coastal Oregon is probably some of the most beautiful real estate I've ever seen.
But you're a high level of technology to this. Like, if you're in a truck, how do you understand so much about XRP and the network? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, I've got a degree in computer science. I used it. It was a peripheral to what I did. I worked in logistics at a distribution center.
Okay.
So, and the degree in computer science helped me move up, but I only used it rarely. Mostly as a hobby. It wound up turning into.
All right. So, Gaming Crypto says he's a good guy. Aww. I'd like to live in Oregon, says Gaming Crypto. Do you think Oregon would be a great place to live?
I like the idea of being in coastal Oregon in the wintertime, or in the summertime, I mean, and then, further south,
okay,
Arizona in the wintertime.
Oh, he'd like to visit Oregon. I guess he doesn't want to live there. I guess he's like you.
I guess it's Oregon and part of Washington, just the coastal regions, are the only natural rainforests in North America.
What about Eureka in California? That's my favorite place to go hunting for unicorns.
They say it's not a true rainforest. Was what they were saying on a website, but how websites are.
Yeah, a website. I know. Anything you find on the internet is true.
Absolutely. Craig Wright is Satoshi.
That's right.
With his Sasquatch SV coin.
That's right. So, I'm cold-natured. Laugh out loud. Are you cold-natured?
Not me. No.
You know who's hard to make laugh is the Hodl Review. I was trying to get that guy laughing this morning in his stream, posting crazy stuff, and no laugh. Didn't skip a beat.
Nope.
Yeah.
Jeff he's a rock.
Well, I gave you some preamble about this, that I was going to ask this question. So let's just go right to the meat. I told you couldn't list, and I didn't create a list here, but you can't list Crypto Erie, even though I know you want to go to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out anime. You can't list the zoo. You can't list Alex Cobb. You can't list any of the regular characters that we know about on YouTube, and you can't list me either. Let me add that to the report, to this list. But what is an obscure or interesting YouTube channel related to XRP that you think people should check out at least once?
DNI. And the Crypto Ginger.
Ooh.
I like them both. And Crypto Ginger is in the Jungle Book.
Shh, don't tell people where they might kick me out and add somebody better. Don't tell them about that.
But they're both great, and DNI loves his deep dive research, and I guess he's got a background in government, so.
Awesome. Well, keep talking. I'm going to see if I can actually figure out something here so I can get him on screen.
Okay.
Keep talking. So, actually, you know what? Don't talk. Sing. I'll watch.
I'm not singing. It's too early to sing.
Come on.
No.
You're mean, man. You're mean. All right. So DNI, right? Digital Nomad Investor, and Crypto Ginger.
Yep.
Crypto Ginger. Did I say it right? Crypto Ginger. One more. You need a third.
Cryptocurrency news. He's pretty much it. He's hard facts. He's got to see it to believe it. So he doesn't buy into a lot of the speculation and opium.
Okay.
So keeping it in perspective. All
right. Well, let's see if I'm going to do this window capture. I'm going to hide you again. Not because I don't think you're cool.
Ta-ta.
But let's bring this up. Let's minimize this real time here and we'll put it over me because I want everybody to see your six-pack abs there.
Sweet. Look at that. So tiny it looks like a barcode.
In case people want to go check out these different channels. Oh, and let me transition it. This is what I suck at. See? You see how this happens in real life. How I mess this up.
Game.
That's right. That is exactly it.
Find the pebble.
So the Crypto Ginger, 8,000 subscribers. Who is that guy? Is that Lionel? No, Lionel would come with some sexy French accent. I'm sorry.
Lionel.
This, yes, Lionel. This, my dear friend, is Crypto Seafood.
Yep.
Yeah, I got
Jim
it right.
to you.
Jim to you. Yes. Yep. Hey, Lionel, if you went and watched the Hodl review this morning, you'd hear some some good French accents out there. You feel right at home. I'm surprised you weren't there to give a beat down of some sort, telling them that Bitcoin was going to zero, that their
Give them a
asset
good throttling.
That's right. So digital. Who was the other one that you said? Digital nomad. Nomad investor.
Yep.
I've watched a couple of his videos. Oh,
That's
look at that face. Oh,
A lot of times he's broadcasting from.
Why is it not
Thailand,
changing? I'm already frustrated. Why is this not changing? Oh, it is. Okay. There we go. No. I made him move. Look, I made him move with my mouse. All right. Awesome. Good morning, the Hodl Review. Hey, I've been mentioning you. Do not give me copyright strikes. I will be very sad, but your show was awesome this morning. Yeti Coin. Yes, if you haven't invested in Yeti Coin yet, you should take a look at it. I don't actually understand it well enough. Don't worry about it. You're up so early. You got me out of bed at a very early time. And as I'm jumping out of bed, I now have my dear friend Lionel out there going, I crashed Bitcoin. So here we have, the digital nomad investor. And what was the third one that you mentioned?
Cryptocurrency news. And I don't remember his Twitter handle.
So these are the same three people that you would see cryptocurrency.
Yeah, if you want a different perspective, and not the big names like DAI or Cobb, and all the love to them and the zoo. But if you want to get off the beaten path, check these guys out.
All right. Well, when I asked you to give me some names, I asked for obscure, I asked for different, I asked for off the beaten path. So, because I think it's really important that we get an opportunity to hear from different voices in the community and gain an understanding of what's going on, because everybody brings their own unique perspective. So thank you for bringing me something unique and not giving me some cop-out answer like, well, I don't listen to anybody else. Silliness.
No, I troll YouTube just looking for new material.
I know, so do I. It's one of my favorite things to do. I haven't been doing it so much recently because I just think that Ripple and what we have going on in the XRP community is so awesome. So I want to dig in. I don't want to go deep on Ripple, but if people take us there in the chat and really test your knowledge, then we will go there. But I have a question for you. From your perspective, what do you think is the biggest opportunity facing the Ripple team right now?
The opportunities? I think the opportunities for Ripple and their the other projects they support are just limitless, to be honest. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
There's so much potential in regards to the ILP and the XRPL that I just don't know. They're into gaming. There's Coil?
Yep,
That monetizes the web. So there's all these fantastic projects, and now there's the MoneyGram thing. They've got an open dialogue with Christine Lagarde, the BIS. So, the sky's not even nearly the limit for Ripple.
Agreed. So, one question I want to ask, we're pretty free-flowing here, and I just want to point out that you see the guy live and in person here. This is a man that doesn't know how to take selfies, so that's one thing I'll be teaching him today, right? Oh, very important topic. Do you have a Tinder profile? Right? We might need to build one for you, but thank goodness you don't, because you look better in person than these pictures that you take.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So for those who aren't aware, Crypto Sifu has a channel, and a couple of the videos that I watched, let me see if I can bring these up on screen. I have it so small because I want us both to be here, but there's one really awesome one that I know people in the community really enjoyed, which was Rainy Night in Georgia. So you sing. That's why I was trying to get you to sing. I don't care what time in the morning it is, but you sing. Tell us a little bit about how you got into singing.
I'm a third-generation musician. My dad, his dad, all play the piano, guitar, a number of instruments, and we sing.
All right.
I didn't get into it as deep as my dad did,
Why do you say that?
I grew up with it, and so probably a little desensitized to it. I enjoy doing it, but I'm just not big on pursuing it,
Okay. All right, cool. But once when we were talking, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just create fantasies in my mind, but when when XRP moons, right? Don't you want to do more music?
Yeah, and I'm going to, but it's a fantastic hobby. And in my 20s, I probably wanted to pursue it a little bit, but I was busy raising kids, and so it wasn't conducive to being a parent. You got to pick and choose.
Yeah.
And the kids come first.
More time on the dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally get it. Yeah, that's.
It's much more important to have people available to pull your finger than.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're all in on this kid thing. No, they are work. Lionel is proof of that. So, looking at your channel here, I've watched some of your videos. You don't put out a lot of videos, but when you do put out videos, I find them very interesting. The Zen of hodling Bitcoin, Lionel, attack this one over here, and the Ripple XRP from Missoula, Montana. So you really bring a different perspective into the crypto YouTube space. So tell me a little bit about why you chose the Zen. I'm trying to drive you in a specific direction here. Take my hint.
People just get too emotional with their money, and I like to spend my money on whatever I'm going to spend it on, and then that money is gone. Well, ramen noodles, XRP, Bitcoin, whatever it might be, and let it go.
All right, cool.
Forget about it. If it's something you're going to use, great. Something you're going to eat, great. If it's something you intend as an investment, forget about it.
Awesome. All right.
Set it and forget it.
Stuck at work, can't listen. This is epic. I will watch as soon as I get off. Oh, thank you so much, Jungle. I'm so happy you took a minute to hop in, show some support for one of our community favorites. Really appreciate it. The butt coin. Lionel, that's what you chose to put out there? The butt coin? We're talking Yeti here, man. Yeti coin. Go on with these cruddy coins you're promoting. We have Yeti coin in the community and XRP. All right. So pho. I like pho. Yes, ramen noodles. I don't know if you hear me joke about that, but enough about me. Let's keep going on. We're gonna hide this video again because your six pack is so much better. So for those who aren't aware, I just saw it on the screen. If you want to send XRP to Crypto Sifu, that is his XRP Tipbot QR code. He gave me some story about wanting it to go to charity, and I was like, blah, 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 whatever. You're on my show, not anybody else, so you put that money where you want. I have to work too fast to get this QR code up here. So on that note, we talked a little bit about the biggest opportunities you see in the future for Ripple. What do you think is the biggest challenge facing Ripple? Let's talk about Ripple first. What do you think is the biggest challenge that they have over the next, let's go short range, maybe the next 6 months?
Regulation.
Regulation? Why?
Yeah, I think Libra, Facebook raised the bar for that. Worried about them tightening regulate. Well, even Garlinghouse was quoted as saying he's worried about regulatory backlash from that. So, and I haven't read that article in full detail, but I did read some snippets from it, and he made some valid points. They might wind up going over the top on this, and I don't think they can be squashed, but they can chase them out of the U.S.
Who?
Any of these fintech companies.
Agreed. Yeah, I totally agree. That's where I think that
we're already seeing a soft migration.
Yeah, a soft migration. Why would you start here? After you know how warm and fuzzy it is, why would you start here? Right. There's so many better places to start that are more crypto friendly.
Well, that's right? The way it's come about, and so people that are realizing that there are warmer shores, they're heading that way.
Yes. No, I totally agree. And so what do you think is the biggest challenge facing the XRP community right now?
Honestly, I think with the community, our egos get in our way sometimes, and we tend to not vet information, and then there's a lot of infighting over stuff that hasn't been vetted.
You brought me a new subscriber. Look, there's a little bear right there going in a circle.
Look
I can't read
look
it.
At the little dancing bear.
Yeah, so
look
egos.
At the bears.
Look at the bears. So you're worried about egos. You're not worried about bears?
No,
You're not worried
I love
about
bears
and
No.
like hats
Lions
and
and tigers
speculations.
and bears. Oh my, no.
No.
We like lions and tigers and bears.
Okay, just
It's
checking.
Jimco.
Okay, Jimco. What is Jimco?
Jimco is everything Jim. You know,
Okay.
whatever.
I think
All things Jim.
I think a good company name would be All About Me, right? Like,
Mhm.
I think you should invest in my company, All About Me. If you
In
have any
other words-
questions about
In
what our
other
goal
words,
is,
give me your money. You
Yeah.
won't be needing it. I will be.
Yeah.
Give me your money.
We're looking for some angel investors for All About Me. Oh, give me your elevator pitch. It's easy, 3 words, all about me. You know, I will learn how to diversify your money. All about me. So Baba Shipe says, Sifu looks like Richard Dreyfuss. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I've gotten Sam Elliott, Bob Seger, and Michael McDouglas, or whatever his name is.
Does it have anything to do with like selfies in the dark? Because I'm thinking you might be able to do that. You are a dad.
Am I?
Yeah. Well, you said it. You said it. It's not me.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know. I don't know the names of people. I was shocked when I met you because I see like one, I don't wear my glasses because everybody looks hotter when I don't wear my glasses, and then you have these pictures that are not nearly as hot as you, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Like, give us a hot shot.
You know, because
Right?
I'm not my
beautify.
type, so I don't know what I need to.
You don't know what to
You know,
improve.
I'm basically a wash and wear kind of a truck driver, you know?
Yeah, you're more than a truck driver. So, what impressed you most about the XRP community?
The way
Steve Wells, yeah.
the way they gather information, like I said, there needs to be more vetting in some of the processes. But the way they gather information, the way they come together when one of them's hurt, one member or another is hurting, the way they help with charities, the way they try to teach, and I think there's been more work. People talking to other community maxis, you know, XRP maxis talking to Bitcoin maxis, with a little less hate, a little more, you know, love and understanding. And
Yeah. You know, I totally agree with you. I need to stop doing that. I heard myself on a video. I listened finally yesterday, so enough of them. But anyways, I totally agree. One of the things I think is admirable about the XRP community is the fact that because we know we are the standard. Oh, is that ego there? Oh, okay. Since we are the standard, that's better. Since we're the standard, we are open to, you know, just like the Hodl report did this morning, open to really bringing exposure to other projects in the space, really trying to look for other innovative technologies that are help driving, you know, blockchain and,
Right.
you know, digital assets forward. Additionally, there, like you mentioned, there are a lot of people in the community that are willing to reach across the aisle and try and re-educate people on some of the FUD that's out there, just stuff that is wrong,
you know,
right?
and the simple thing is, not every project will survive, but the whole space should survive as a whole. And some of the projects are going to, and some of them aren't. But at this point, I mean, I'm reasonably sure XRP is going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, none of us really know what's coming around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do. XRP the standard. Hello.
Magic 8 Ball.
What? Yeah, like 99. You know, people still get pregnant when they use condoms. It's the same thing with XRP. There's a 99.9% chance. It's the standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's got to be. That quote has to be pulled.
What? No.
Comparing XRP to sex with condoms.
But it's the truth.
That's
Like, there
awesome.
is a chance that it won't succeed. Like, you know, there is, in my opinion.
We all
right?
have to be open to both possibilities.
That's right.
The likelihood of it failing is pretty slim.
Yeah. Well.
However,
Absentee is an option as well, always, but you know, if you're willing to bet on 99.9% like I am, XRP all the way.
Absolutely. But there are going to be other projects that do well.
So what are some of the other projects that you think that we should consider, right? Everybody needs to do their own research. Like, I know he's a pro. Look at this man. Look at this man, right? Picture of wisdom over here. But if people wanted to go out and explore some innovations in the digital asset, you know, ecosystem, what are some things that you think they should take a look at?
You know, they asked David Schwartz that a couple of weeks ago on an interview, and I kind of liked his answers.
Cameras there, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Sell.
He liked ETH over Bitcoin. Although he disliked Bitcoin begrudgingly, you know, so he had to make a choice. So at the end of the day, he chose Ether.
Mm-hmm.
And I like ADA and I like VeChain.
Okay, awesome.
And I stay away from pretty much everything else.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's a pump and dump coin, you know.
So what about Stellar? What do you think about Stellar? Do they play a role in the future?
Probably. You know, we're looking at a really big pie, and I don't think anybody's going to get the whole pie.
All right. No.
I don't think everybody's getting equal shares. How it gets divided up, only time will tell. But I think there's going to be several takers out there.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. So Bubba Shipes also threw out Steve Wozniak. Have you ever heard that one before?
No, I have never heard that.
All right. Okay. Hey, Ed. Thank you so much. Ed French just subbed. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Do you have a French accent? You get bonus points for that one. Dansky says all communities should work together. I completely do. The whales do. I completely agree with you, Dansky. The whales do. They definitely do, right? It's hard to imagine just one person or one whale moving the market. So, you know, I completely agree that his statement is right. What do you think about all communities working together? What can the individual do to help bring communities together?
Talk to people and listen.
Okay.
You know, don't the infighting's it needs to go.
But come on, it's so fun.
Well,
Earlier this week, Justin's son had kidney stones, and then he's like in an I'm in the hospital, and then it looks like an apartment office.
But picking at people and casting shade or bringing the hate, two very different things.
How do you have fun on Twitter, on crypto Twitter, right? Where people are like, some of the tweets are just like, really, you said that, right? And yesterday I was talking to some people and they were talking about being blocked by stupid people people that demonstrate less smartness on Twitter, and they're blocked because they don't want to hear common sense. They don't want to hear the truth. Mm-hmm. So how do you pick and choose who to converse with? And like, this is a weird line. So
yeah, well, Joe Saz, okay, he's a YouTuber, Block TV, I believe. He's really intelligent. He had Hammertoe on. On Hammertoe.
Who had Hammertoe on?
Joe Saz, S-A-Z.
Okay.
And he's really intelligent. He's a Bitcoin maxi, and he doesn't apologize for it. He doesn't like XRP because it was pre-mined and Ripple holds so much. Mm-hmm. The typical excuses.
But nobody ever talks about the fact that Satoshi Nakamoto holds so much of Bitcoin, right? The fact that we don't know who it is, they could still crash the market, right?
Absolutely.
Whichever tinfoil hat you choose to put on, there is an account out there that has enough Bitcoin that they could take us all out.
Right, but see, Joe and I have had threads going for 2 or 3 days. I've seen him talk to Hammertoe. I've seen him talk to Galgatron. And we can get these threads going, and there's no hate. You know, we pick at each other a little bit. We have some laughs, you know, teasing.
Ooh. Is it true that you've been blocked by Galvatron?
No.
Okay, thank God.
As far as I know, I've only been unfollowed.
Unfollowed! All right, well, we won't go there. I'm sure I've already been unfollowed. I'm never appropriate. So we left off with what Dansky said. You know, all communities should work together. You know who's blocked me? Jackson Palmer. That was a worthy blog. Sorry to get off topic, but
That's okay.
XRP Dutchy says, George, did you know that Tutu Ride made 38 plus XRP? Yes, we were talking. I don't look there. I was talking about that when I opened the show. I didn't realize it was so high. Like, that is off the chain. We really do get to dress Bob in anything, right? And so one question, how did you get renamed as Easy Cash 2? Was anybody yelling at you in a chat because you bogarted my tutu, made it worth so much more? You were one of those people that really helped raise this challenge to a higher level earlier this week.
Think it's a great cause. I think it's a great cause, so I threw a handful or two of XRP in there.
Yeah, well, your contributions to that really helped take us over the mark. I was just like, when you sent me the screenshot, because Crypto Sifu was on the stream on Thursday when we passed our goal mark of 2,000 XRP, and we closed it out as a community, little, big, and all the sizes in between, of XRP donations to the XRP Tree Project. And so we're going to have to figure out what Bob will wear. But before we get to that, so hey, I be pressin is in the house. Thank you for coming. And I be pressin says, it blows my mind, the tribalism in this space. What do you think about the tribalism?
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, great, support your project, but realize the whole space needs to succeed.
Yeah.
For any one project to go anywhere, the whole space needs to do well overall.
Yes. No, I totally
we need the right kind of recognition. And, I don't think the infighting serves anybody.
Well, it's a good way to tear things apart and cause disruption, is to create infighting in between groups, separate people, make them feel alone, make them feel that other people are against them. Not to go too far down this rabbit trail, but I think that is sort of what happened. What is happening, the whole phenomena of fake news right now, right? Like, something so sensational comes out and people go down that path, and then another so sensational thing comes out on another thread, and they go down that path, and it just works to keep us separate. And I think if we were to work together as a larger community, there are thousands of people in this space, right? The number of wallets that have been created by individuals that like this token, like that token, a strong investor of this coin. If we're going to drive regulation and not have regulation drive us, we should be working together as a unified front, right? Because the interesting thing, and you brought it up earlier, Libra to Libra, by Facebook going out there and just saying, and here it is, I don't really care what anybody else needs, wants, or otherwise, they've brought the backlash of the regulatory community. The focus is not on digital assets, in my opinion. It's more on what Facebook will do with digital assets. And if we were going to take that energy in a much more positive light and use that as like, hey, join us, Facebook, in moving regulation forward, then do whatever you want. But now it's like, lock this stuff down. Companies that gross over $50 million are not allowed in blockchain. Like, the sound bites for it are just crazy, and it's just fear, right? It's old people that barely know how to use their email having so much fear about what's going to happen. If I don't understand it, just don't do it, right?
Yeah, don't bother learning about it. We've got analog people trying to survive and regulate in a digital age, and it's just not compatible.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about it is that, and I don't want to be ageist at all, right? But the challenge that I find with most people in government is that once they become elected, now they have their own little tribe of people that deal with their emails, deal with the calls that are coming in. They're not there answering the phone, having to tweet. They have a crew of people that are doing it. So they don't even get the the learnings that like I get about transitioning this stuff and the challenges that come with that, an understanding of the speed. Like this week, I fully understood. I engaged in a chat about Justin's son with memes, right? So you don't even need words, and to just say, I don't understand it, I'm not doing it, I'm not supporting it, shut it down, I think is really the wrong approach.
Yeah, and I don't think it's ageist at all. You have people our age that want nothing to do with technology.
But you're younger than me.
We're pretty close.
Yeah. Dang.
I've seen people well into their 70s that are just all over stuff like this, so it's a choice. Some people choose to quit learning and participating in the advancements, and others want to be all up in it. So
no, I totally
that's
agree.
going to be me. I love tech.
All right, so we're getting close to the end. I want to save some time for talking about what you want to see Bob in. Don't you give away my super secret plans for...
I have no idea what your super secret... Oh, okay.
Don't tell anybody about that. Yes, no thong conversations. So Gaming Crypto here says, did you catch that David Schwartz was saying about No. Ooh, I didn't. I follow that guy. I need to check it out. What did he say, Gaming Crypto, about Cobb's stream? I want to hear. So LB Preston says, absolutely, but the way I'll never spend another dime on Nike Vietnam slave labor shoes. Totally off topic. Totally love it. Way to get me not to wear Nikes. Do I have any? Not telling you. But yeah, thank you for standing up for that cause. I appreciate that. Ed French says, absolutely right on regulation. We can't afford to let the tail wag the dog. I totally agree, right? They represent me. And I want to make sure that my interests are represented, not protecting big corps, mega corps. And Lionel says, my dad's 80. He is all over XRP. Oh my God. Did you wake him up with that tweet this morning? I guess probably not, because it was evening over in your land. But, do you wake him up with these tweets that you crashed Bitcoin by chance, Lionel? So, couple of questions to just wrap up. Can you read my questions? You said you couldn't read them earlier.
I'm not looking at them.
Okay, you better not be able to read them.
And when I can't see what it says, I go.
Alex showed attack on XRPL. Oh gosh, I saw that tweet, and is that something we need to talk about? Because I went down that rabbit hole, and it was not a successful attack on XRPL. But I'm willing to go down that rabbit hole because I've been doing research.
Like trying to DDoS a router that has DDoSing turned off on it.
I know.
It bounces.
Well, and Cobb, I am member 795, right? Is my subscriber.
So you've been around a while.
Oh my goodness. I remember him deciding to do a 12-hour stream and him being like, oh gosh, I know this is so hard. Let me lay on my bed. I was laughing. I wasn't there the whole time. And so he brings in his dad to talk about Panda Coin. And I was like, Panda Coin. So I had to go look at Panda Coin or whichever silly coin his father thought was the one of the moment. But yeah, Cobb's been in the space. Very smart guy, big in the XRP community. My challenge, I think, I don't care. Do whatever you want. But I think that there is a level of responsibility in what you choose to put out there, because some people don't have time to really stay up and up on the news. Right, so these sound bites come out. I've been guilty of this. Soundbite comes out about XRP and about Ripple and Swift, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's happening. It looks perfectly. That's the truth. That's the news article. Everything. Let me tweet it. Then you come back to go and do a little bit more research on it, find out the key details about it, and you realize that it's from Crypto Hawk. All right. Now I didn't get pulled into that yesterday, but that's top of mind. So it's an easy example to give. But I think we need to be mindful and do a little bit of research. And Alex Cobb has so much sway and power in this community. If somebody saw that the XRP ledger was attacked and they were successful, that immediately is going to drive some people to start tweeting that because Alex Cobb said it, right? Mm-hmm. So just like our football and basketball players, I think you have a responsibility to know that you have people that are following you and take care to educate and notify them. Mm-hmm. Knowing that they may only listen to you. Michael Jordan said, "Oh wow, awesome." So Gaming Crypto says he was saying suggestions were already being discussed on GitHub to have pull option added. Also said no one is required to hold all transaction history. He also said higher price would also help. All good points. I did not go deep down the rabbit hole. I've been doing some research into some of the people behind the XRP fund, Twitter account, trying to better understand what they're doing there. And that's how I stumbled into this in just getting a deeper dive of how some of the technologists within the space were looking at it, examining it, seeing what was happening. But I'm still not all over it. I've been just, please get Crypto Sifu on my channel, Crypto Sifu on my channel. Will you come? Are you still coming? How many miles until you'll be here, right? Yeah, that's been more what it's been about. So just for any content creators that do choose to come and, watch this stream later, what can we do, or what can, Twitterers do to get reposts or to get you engaged and retweeting or supporting them? Like, what is it that you want to see as a busy person who is all over this space?
I like good information, good solid information in a really lighthearted format.
Okay.
So if you're monotone, which you're absolutely not, if you're not funny, which you're absolutely very funny,
thank you,
then I'm probably going to keep moving. But the people that can bring good information, teach me something, and make me laugh, they've got my attention.
Awesome. So I want to, as we talked about earlier, there are some people that really helped move this fundraising effort for XRP Tree Project ahead. Annalise is one. Everybody's undermining their own contributions, but as somebody who really helped move this forward, what do you want to see Bob wear? What is the thing that you're hoping we will put on Bob?
I would love to see Bob hot glue a tiara, a very, very spectacular tiara to his bike helmet.
All right, a tiara. Do you have any ideas on what this tiara should look like?
It just has to be epic.
Okay. Amazon to the rescue. Tiara. So we have not invested any time into this.
Like the hearts are nice.
Bitcoin Barbie.
There's one right there. Yeah.
Which one? This one? Okay, let's pull this over so people can get involved. Let me see if I can show this again. Window capture. There we go. And we will. How are we going to do this? So we've got that one right there, right? It's very hard, very, very hard, right? But which one are you talking about? This one here? Or are you talking about, let me transitioning to the next level now. There's this poor guy I work with, and I finally just got his name down. His name is Shiva Kumar. And the poor guy, he's such a conservative, quiet guy. And I'm like, Shiva Kumar, I am a dad now. I think that might sound good in your song. He's like, oh goodness, I need to leave. And I'm like, Shiva Kumar.
I can't tell you guys how much I was looking forward to being a part of George the Musical.
I've thought about starting my stream with a song, but the challenge is that the sound, I'm still working on the sound, so I haven't tortured people with that yet, but oh yeah. So I've heard RTV Dutchy says, I heard Bob already has a tiara at home. Yes, he might have a tiara already, but is it as amazing as that? Like, how could you miss that? I think it has to be, ooh, big tiara. We need, like, we don't want accidents. Big tiara. Big tiara.
Tiara grande.
Yeah, big tiara. Oh, here we go. That's not big enough. This looks pretty big right here. Let's go into this one here. Let's bring this up on the screen. Booyah.
It's
big
nice and
tiara.
pretentious.
All right, so that's one thing. What else? What else are you guys thinking? I'm pretty sure he has, you know, tiara. So we have tiara, we have a tutu, right? And I haven't, like, we were looking at green and rainbow are two. I am thinking we might also need, like, come on, this is how you got the nickname Easy Cash 2, is because you guys are not getting creative in what we should put this guy in. Wings.
Oh,
wings,
yeah.
people.
I definitely
wings.
Wings and a tiara were
bright wings. So I think we should have wings that match.
fairy wings.
Fairy wings, right? Like, if we end up going with green, I think this might be what we have to have for him.
Well, that's lovely.
Isn't that? I think it's beautiful. We can look like we've got him dressed up to go to a rave, like he's biking to the rave or maybe biking back. Oh, what are those things that people put in their mouth? I think we should dress him up like a rave kid. Make people think that he's on his way back from a rave. Like, he'll have a tiara on the, and we can get some like rainbow bright hair to come out and stick that up there. We got the tiara, get some wings, right? And for those of you that don't know, rave kids. I love these people. When I go to concerts, what is that concert? Yeah, these are the best. Here we go. I don't know if this will show up good size over here. There we go. This is Bob, right? Here we go with another one. Rave kids, right? Oh, there we go. Like, I don't know if you guys heard me talking about my leggings, but yeah, those are like, oh, I didn't pull it up.
Some leg warmers.
The challenge is that these are furry. I wore some of these, and the challenge is that I don't want them to get stuck in the spokes. We need to put them in another challenge. Like, this is lightweight.
Yeah, that
right?
Furry leggings would get caught in the chain.
Exactly. But if we could get him dressed up like maybe some face decorations, like this is, I don't want to go to
Aunt Nordic Ann said Bob can borrow her crown. She's the queen of everything. So
I think we might need to do some get something on his face as well for people that decide to go around the block to see what he looks like.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, he can borrow my crown. Nordic Ann, I think that's a good idea. So we're going to dress him up. I'm going to go and hang out with Crypto Sifu. I am so excited that he chose to join me this morning.
How can I turn down? This is one of my...
What the? Sorry, I don't know what you are seeing right now. I just locked my computer with my super secret. Oh, you are so wonderful. All right, I can't see anything. I just locked myself out of my
Streaming
computer.
on autopilot.
Exactly. See, like, this is not for anybody that chooses to let me reload this. This is not what I want Bob looking like. I don't know if it'll play it again. I don't want him looking all cool, tough. This guy needs to look like he is, I don't know how to pull this up. Yeah, no tough looking guys like this. No, I want some fluorescent coloring with my friend because I do adore him. I am really not getting enough rave wear. Let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, rave wear.
A fan. Now there's a cool fan.
Where's the fan?
Right there, lower right.
He has to bike, right? But these are the crazy things. Like, I love going to these events. Yeah, but you could
open that up and put it on the handlebars or...
Lolita lip gloss. Woo. Oh, we might be getting into some racy stuff. I don't want Leon getting overexcited. Like, look at this. This is that'll probably cost too much to put in our deer, but like, wow. Or this, let's see. We will have them in appropriate wear, right?
Have mercy.
Like, golly gee. Maybe we can get him some balloons so he can fill out these outfits that we... But yeah, Ray, like, here we go. This is exactly it. I want him in bright colors so people don't miss him. Better not hit my bob. I would be really mad.
Safety first.
Safety first. That's right. Here's another great one, right? Like, check out that. I don't know if you guys can see.
Safety goggles.
Safety goggles.
See the safety goggles?
You see the unicorn hat? Actually, I could actually send him. I have a horse's head.
Okay, that takes me back to the deer hunter.
I do. Like let's go. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm ready to dress him up. Horse head. Oh, what is it? Mask, right? Adult. Yeah. But mine's white. But this is one I have.
How's visibility? Right?
I'm thinking we could maybe cut it up and put it on his helmet, or we have options. Or do I have this one? I might have that one instead. Things to wear to parties. Live in San Francisco. You'll have more fun. There we go. Yeah, San Francisco is a really awesome place to go. I've never been to so many dress-up parties. And the amount of things that people do, like group costumes, 6 boxes of wine walking down the road. Mm-hmm. So XRP ADA, once MoneyGram has finished its test phase with XRapid, I think it's going to go up. I don't know where you came with that, but we're talking about dressing up Bob over here. So I'll leave this to you because I definitely am thinking like Rainbow Bright over here. So what do you have to say to XRP ADA once MoneyGram has finished its test phase with XRapid?
I don't think there would be an active partnership happening in the investment if they were still testing. I think we're looking at integration pending regulation.
Lionel is, I think, throwing a hissy fit over there, saying everyone is going to think XRP people are nuts. We're not nuts. We listen to bears and riddlers.
No, Lionel.
Yeah.
No.
And Yo-Yo. And who else? Ripple Crippler. Like, people retweet this stuff. You think Bitcoin is going to zero. How could they think we're nuts? Us dressing up Bob is going to do very little damage. Very little damage indeed. What a fish head.
No, that actually might just balance the crazy scale a little bit.
Exactly. All right, well, we're getting close to the end of the stream, and I haven't drank enough coffee. There's a pool. What do you want to say to people? Like, we have, I want to do a shout out. I haven't been really saying who all is here, but clogs. Ooh, that would be interesting. Put the
shark.
The shark. Where's the shark?
Right.
Oh, right here.
Now that he's got visibility.
You and the visibility, easy money too, easy cash too.
Be safe, you know. I want Bob to do more tutu rides in the future. You know, we're gonna.
Of course,
there's lots of trees to plant.
But what I'm thinking is that we will glue this to the top of his helmet. Maybe instead of being 6'4", we'll make him like 7 foot, right? Catching air. I don't know. We're gonna dress him up.
Well, just make him one of those Gumby guys you see outside the tire shop, you know?
Something. I want to have fun with this. So driving again. Awesome. We missed you. It's not the same without you. The whole review. Nice name change. So put the horse's head on the bike seat so he can still sit on it. Oh my goodness. There we go. And RTP Dutchie says, we are pleasantly disturbed. Yeah. You need to come over here and be on my show. Yeah, we'll make it more disturbing. Shrekalicious, exactly. XRP ADA, to be able to support the millions and billions of transactions on MoneyGram, it's going to be necessary that the price of XRP is higher than 30 cents. So XRP ADA, thank you for calling me back. Let me put the fish up here. Thank you for calling me back to reality. I also have high expectations in regards to what the, the MoneyGram partnership is going to do. And as Crypto Sifu was saying, I think that everything is already in place. We're just waiting for a little bit more regulatory clarity, last phase of testing. And Crypto Sifu and I were talking about it, and he's like, yeah, but when? And I'm like, yeah, you can't give everybody all the marketing material before the XRP partnership announcement. You have to actually send them that marketing material after the announcement, because you've got crypto hawks out there working for $10 an hour who are ready to tweet it all over Twitter. So I think that now that the announcement's been made, SBI I think may also be another cog in the wheel, because SBI and MoneyGram have a pretty amazing partnership as well. And then with MoneyFX, oh, where's our little tweet? Oh, there's a bear, dancing bear. Thank you.
Look
Thank
at the
you.
bears. Look at the bears.
Not the bears.
I grew up watching Yogi.
Well,
Boo boo.
You made my show so much more fun. It's definitely more enjoyable having somebody I enjoy and admire in the community on. So thank you for being my first exclusive. I got to bring his face to TV, and he looks better.
This face.
That one right there. So in closing remarks, let me take this off of the screen. Let's get the fish gone. Easily confused George. Window capture, right? Okay, yes, I got the right one.
Fish.
Let me transition this. Bye, fish. Fish. Are you a fish head?
No.
No? Why not?
It's not my thing. I'm kind of a Johnny Cash head. The Eagles, classic country, classic rock, the crossover stuff. Big fan of Elvis.
Yeah, well, there's some little rave kids that want to hang out by my pool during the day. They have their little parties with their Jello shots. I think we might have to take some Elvis down there. Do some competition.
Yeah. Just fire a little hound dog across their bow.
I don't know if I've heard that song before. How does it go?
Hound dog?
Yeah.
Just,
Can you just
it's on
sing a
YouTube.
couple bars?
No.
Dang it. All right. Well, any last words that you want to say to our community? What words of... Okay, I actually I need a couple of things. What words of wisdom do you have in 5,000 words or less?
Spend your money on your investment after doing your research and forget about it. You're not going to miss out on when it moons. That's going to be all over the place. There's no way you're going to miss out on it mooning. So set it, forget it, get busy, get outside, walk, drink some water, the whole KFN thing he likes to say. I totally agree. Move, drink water, do something with your family, your pets, yourself. Just get out, and enjoy life.
There you go with that Zen thing again.
I know.
Golly gee.
Just always bring me back to center.
All right. What is one thing? What's your favorite food?
I like tuna casserole.
Okay. You took that because you took that from Aaron, my friend who I say ramen. He says anything in my pantry so I can save money. And you went with tuna casserole. But you really like tuna casserole?
Tuna casserole and spaghetti, yeah.
All right.
The way I make them anyway.
Yeah, cheap food so you can invest. Yeah, I've really had to change my budget.
Days. I can go home for 3 days, make a pot of spaghetti on day one, and it lasts me. It's not like I have to cook every day.
That's
make
awesome.
One mess and I'm done.
So, what is one thing that you're looking forward to doing today in Texas? I'm thinking, I think I might take you. It's a bit of a drive. Well, I don't know. There's we could go look at some longhorns. I could put you in the field, ring a bell, see how fast you run. That's right. Run, Jim, run. I want some good selfies.
My name is Nat Elsie.
We could go cow tipping.
Run, Forrest.
I'm sorry if my laugh is too loud, you guys. But...
She just wants to see the fat man run.
Hey, that's a 6-pack. That's a great 6-pack. Let's transition that right there. There we go. Transition. Yes. Awesome. And so we have to figure out what you're going to do today. And do you have any last words that you'd like to say to our community that joined us?
Yeah. I'm very grateful everybody accepted me in. I love each and every one of you, and I've learned a lot, and I'm very blessed to be part of this community.
Yeah. I totally feel the same way. I feel so lucky. I went through this interesting breakup in January, which, stole me away from Twitter. They're his friends. I can't talk to them. Oh, my fainting heart. 4 months later, I'd been watching them through the window, but don't talk to them. They'll shun you. And then, when shit hit the fan and I was like, oh, hell no, you don't use my name like that. Then, the community was just there with a lot
of...
What did you say? Let me sit here 3 hours and write a super text.
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no. So, and, it was so awesome to reconnect with my friends in the community and to find more. It's a really awesome community. People are really pulling together. For those out there that might not, and if, the people that are watching it later saying, oh, I'm not part of the community, nobody loves me, tweet at Lionel. Yeah. Laugh at his tweets. You'll get in the middle of
everybody. Just get in there and be a part of something.
Did Connie show up? Oh, it's my friend Connie.
Connie's awesome.
Connie, XRP
Connie's such an angel.
Connie. Watch out. I gotta put a bigger heart out here for Connie.
She told me not to move earlier, so I gotta be real careful.
You can move when Connie joins the stream.
Connie's here. Get out.
Connie, we love you. I love this. I told her, if anybody picks on you, you just send them. You just let me know. I will be blocked for you. People, don't mess with my Connie.
That was so 2019.
I don't flipping care. You don't mess with my Connie. Oh gosh, if I see some people, they better watch out. Breathing. Yes, sparkles. Yeah, bitches. Aiden, I didn't realize you were in the house before I swore. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. So, I'm really grateful to be part of this community. I'm part of a couple of chats that, every time I get a chance to go in there, I just feel like I'm at home. So for everybody who joined the stream, anybody who watches this as a replay, I just want to say thank you for being part of the XRP community. Thank you for supporting me as I grow my channel, listening to me. Boo Boo was like, you blew my ears out. I'm sitting here on the beach. What the heck? It's like, yeah, I should be there with you. But I really appreciate all the support as I chase my dreams. And, I'm really just following in the footsteps of people like Aiden, who have shown what they can do if they just put their passion out there. So, yeah. And, Lionel just keeps it awesome by, waking us up when we haven't had coffee yet. So if you don't feel you feel like people don't really care about you, and you're just down in the dumps, I hope you are listening to my live stream. This might have been channeled to you by somebody who thought you were important to say, get involved in the XRP community. It's the place to be, best place. We got people like this guy.
And this girl.
Yes, thank you. You ruined my exit. We got people like this guy who makes it awesome to be here, puts out dad jokes, and shares really good content that he sees other people posting, and supports charities. So on that, I think we're done. That was like a horrible exo or whatever the heck they call it. Is this our
over and out minute?
That's about it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So with that, my friends, there's chats, right? I'm learning how to do this.
I'm
guys,
waving over here, guys, you're over there.
We have a chance to invest in the first token, really useful and likely be massively used. Yes, XRP88, your grandchildren will ask you how you built this fortune. Stripper ball. No, didn't happen that way. Yeah. You can answer it that we got in part. We were part of the minority that saw the change come, and preach it, man, preach it. And XRP Angel Connie, you are such an addition to the community. I forgot to say, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I would have missed that if you didn't show up, Connie. So thank you for making an appearance today on the stream. And with that, as Lionel says, have fun, guys. And this is over and out. Transitioning. I don't know where this thing is now. I created your own screen and I don't even know how to find it. Oh. Oh, did I get it? Ah, it's there. Woo! That was a wrap. That's awesome.
Sweet. Yeah.